Hey,
What's up, family? How y'all doing?
hello, family. We forgot to get the scripture.
And which scripture do we normally read?
Psalm 37.
Okay, got it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Story Time. Story Time. Story Time.
I'm LaShawn Holmes. This is Shelly on the beat.
Ba-dum-bum.
We are glad to be here with
Yes,
you tonight.
we are. Yes, Bonnie has a new work schedule, so you're stuck with us until things happen.
There we go. There it is.
So glad to see everybody. We are going to read, as we usually do, start with the scripture, and we're going to do Psalms 37. And then we will be reading again from our Sefer. If anyone doesn't have a Sefer, you can go on sefer.net.
Yes.
And purchase it, and be sure to use your Storytime discount.
Please.
We do not get paid for any of that. We are not, but
we don't pay full price either.
Yeah, no,
don't pay.
Discount.
Don't pay full price. Yep. Do what she said.
It's put in Storytime. Don't pay full price. Shalom, Sister Clay.
Shalom. Love you, sis. Okay, so we're doing Psalm 37, 1 through 11.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, you got it.
All right, here we go. Fret not yourself because of evildoers, neither be envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in Yahuwah and do good. So shall you dwell in the land, and truly you shall be fed. Delight yourself also in Yahuwah, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way unto Yahuwah. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your judgment as the noonday. Rest in Yahuwah and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon Yahuwah, they shall inherit the earth. For yet in a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, you shall diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Good stuff. I like how he kept saying, fret not, fret not, fret not.
Don't be worried.
Don't get into anxiety.
Yes, please. Because this world is throwing some crazy stuff at us Hebrews. And we really need to trust in Yahuwah. Don't give up. Don't go back. We here.
That's right.
We where we supposed to be.
I like take it. We where we supposed to be.
Yep.
We're strategically placed. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we are in the second book of Baruk. And it's we're in chapter 64.
Chapter 64. And remember, we're talking about the waters. We're talking about the vision that Baruk saw.
Yeah.
And he's and now the angel, I forgot his name. I'll find it in a minute, but the angel is letting Baruk know what all these waters that he saw, what they all mean.
Oh, that's cool.
And so now we're at the 9th waters.
Okay.
And we saw that it was like a little progress in time.
Yes.
Like this is before the flood. This is it's like
that's amazing.
Really showing us some good stuff.
This is cool.
Yes. So we're on the 9th waters.
All right, here we go. Chapter 64, second book of Baruk. And the black 9th waters, which you have seen, this is all the wickedness which was in the days of Manasseh, the son of Hezekiah. For he wrought much impiety, and he slew the righteous, and he perverted judgment. And he shed the blood of the innocent and wedded women he violently polluted. And he overturned the altars and destroyed their offerings and drove forth their priests, lest they should minister in the sanctuary. That's
Yeah,
wicked.
he was a really wicked king. Like when you read about Manasseh, he was off the chain. He was off the chain.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Mhm.
He was just doing every evil thing that came to
Yes.
his mind.
Yes, pretty
That's-
much. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Some of these kings, and then when he says he shed the blood of the innocent and wedded women he violently polluted, like what
kind of violent pollution
did
did you
you do?
I don't even want to know.
Me?
That's
nasty.
nasty. Whatever.
Yeah, ain't
it
no
is.
telling what he did.
Right. Horrible. Okay, verse 4. And he made an image with 5 faces. 4 of them looked to the 4 winds, and the 5th on the summit of the image as an adversary of the zeal of El Elohim.
So he was like challenging him. Like
he was challenging the Most High.
Say, yes, take that. But this is our image right here. I bet it was that Baal that no, the Baal don't have 5 faces. Because he says he made an image with 5 faces. 4 of them looked to the, so it's looking in every direction.
4, and then 1 looked up.
But yeah.
Defiant, with that defiant look.
Yes.
On its,
like, come down here. Like, you safe out there in heaven? If you just imagine somebody doing that. Oh, you up there?
Do that?
Come down. Come down here.
You asking for it.
You all up under that firmament.
That's exactly what this is.
What he's doing. Yeah.
That's horrible. Ooh,
yeah.
That was dumb, dummy. I shouldn't have did that. And then wrath went forth from the presence of El Elohim to the intent that Zion should be rooted out, as also it befell in your days. But also against the 2 tribes and half went forth a decree, 2 tribes and a half went forth a decree that they should also be led away captive, as you have now seen. And to such a degree did the impiety of Manasseh increase, that it removed the praise of El Elyon from the sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. So he was all up in the temple doing some crazy stuff too. We ain't praising you up in here.
That's straight.
He said, see, Baruk, that's why Zion has to fall. Because remember, Baruk was asking all these questions before. But yeah. I'm sure you saw some of it. Baruk was asking all them questions, like, why does that have to happen in Zion? This is the temple. This is your place. And he said, this is why.
This is why.
This is why.
But
if they remember back when Solomon built that little beautiful temple, Yahuwah said, okay, I'll come, but get to acting up.
He sure did.
He said, get to acting up. This temple will be nothing. Yep. I don't care all that gold, marble, whatever.
Yep.
I will not be there. Get to acting up.
You're absolutely right. He did.
Don't think this impressed me.
He told him.
Yep. He told him.
All right. Verse 7. On this account, Manasseh was at the time named the Impious, and finally his abode was in the fire. Mm-hmm. He lived in the fire. Finally, his abode was in the fire. He lived in
the flames.
Torment.
Yep. Yes, exactly. Because you wanted to challenge. It's just like when Pharaoh says, I don't know your God. I don't know your Elohim. Oh, you want to know him. Elohim sent all them plagues. Oh, okay. Let me introduce you.
That's exactly.
So Elohim introduced himself to Pharaoh. Oh, you don't know me now. Okay. You're going to know me before the day over.
Real talk.
For these years over, you can know me.
Real. Verse 8, for though his prayer was heard with El Elyon, finally, when he was cast into the brazen horse, and the brazen horse was melted, it served as a sign unto him for the hour. For he had not lived perfectly, for he was not worthy, but thenceforward he might know by whom finally he should be tormented. For he who is able to benefit is also able to torment.
Oh, they must have some kind of brazen horse that they put.
There was a movie a while back, and it was a torturing tool to get information out of your enemy, and it was this metal ox or horse.
Yeah,
and they would open it up, put the person in it, set the horse on fire.
Oh, like they was cooking them.
Yes. Oh. And they would put them in there and then open it and say, tell us what you know. And if they didn't tell them, they would shut them back up in there and they would literally cook them alive. Yeah. And so that's what happened to him.
Yeah. But it sounded like they didn't want nothing out of him. They just threw him up in there. And must have been the enemy.
Verse 10, for he who is able to benefit is also able to torment. Mm-hmm. That was the Most High. Like, I'm a blesser, but I'm also the wrath too. Yeah. So you
had him looking up like, come down, okay? You asked for this.
That defiant face.
Yep. You asked for this.
Chapter 65. Thus, moreover, did Manasseh act impiously and thought that in his time El Elohim would not inquire into these things. These are the black ninth waters which you have seen.
So Manasseh was on that kick like, no, he ain't gonna do nothing. I'm in Jerusalem. I'm good. You think he ain't gonna answer?
Protected. Nothing I'm untouchable.
Because this is where the temple at. So he not gonna do that because then he gonna have to show the other nations gonna think he weak. Child, let me tell y'all something. Yahuwah does not care what other nations think about him. It's like when my mama used to say, don't get into no fight because somebody called me a name. I don't care nothing about what these little children say. I bet not hear about you got in the fight because they was like, yo, mama. Because, back in the mama wearing drawers and yo, mama is a, and then don't be like, don't talk about my mama. My mama be like, I don't care nothing about what these kids say. Yo, it was like, please, I don't care nothing about what these other nations say.
At all.
At all. They don't change me. They don't.
Didn't move him.
I'm sitting on my throne, drinking a smooth. Watching y'all act a fool.
Watching y'all cut up. See? Chapter 66. And the bright 10th waters, which you have seen, this is the purity of the generations of Yoshiahu, king of Yahuda, or
Judah.
Josiah.
Oh, that's Josiah, because I'm sitting here trying to think of which king is this? Which king is this?
I believe that because Josiah was very just.
Yes.
Josiah, king of Judah. Yeah, and he was king of Judah. Who was the only one at the time who submitted himself to El Elohim with all his heart and with all his soul. And he cleansed the land from idols and sanctified all the vessels which had been polluted, and restored the offerings to the altar, and raised the horn of the holy, and exalted the righteous, and honored all that were wise in understanding, and brought back the priests to their ministry, and destroyed and removed the magicians and enchanters and necromancers from the land.
Yeah, Josiah cleaned it up.
He took over. He was like,
said, look, you, bye. And he was young when he took over.
He was a little boy when he became king. And then when he started making all these changes, he was like in his teens, early 20s.
Yeah, because he messed around and found the book.
Oh, yeah.
How I found the word, the scriptures, like we finding them right now.
Yeah.
Bringing that restoration.
That's right.
Josiah said, oh, whoa, what?
Right.
What we supposed to be doing? Oh, you and you got to go.
Yeah.
Start taking down their altars, all that.
Yeah, he went and tore down all those high places and destroyed them. That's awesome. And not only did he slay the impious that were living, but they also took from the sepulchres the bones of the dead and burned them with fire. So the people that was worshiping Baal and everything else other than El Elohim, he even dug them out of their stuff and burnt them. He's like, y'all ain't gonna about to be resting up in here. He said, y'all ain't resting up in here.
Your bones is out. I bet the earth was going, yeah, it's our king.
I bet you, yes. I know that's
Josiah,
right.
Josiah.
I know that's right. I love this.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, verse 4. And the feasts and the Sabbaths he established in their sanctity, and their polluted ones he burnt in the fire. And the lying prophets which deceived the people, these also he burnt in the fire. And the people who listened to them when they were living, he cast them into the big brook of Kidron and heaped stones upon them.
Man, he was Josiah was not playing.
He was like, yeah. He's getting rid of them. He wasn't playing.
Rid of you and the bones of whoever did it. He wasn't playing with them
at all.
He really was not playing.
That's what the fear of Yah does, though. It make you get up and clean shop.
Yes.
For real. Yeah. He cleaned shop.
Yes. He cleaning up lands, everything.
He is not playing.
I'm digging in dirt, clean that up. If you can clean dirt, Josiah clean the dirt.
You can clean
he
dirt.
Made the dirt clean.
He did.
We got clean dirt up in here.
I love it.
Oh,
ooh, this is good. Verse 5. And he was zealous with zeal for El Elohim with all his soul, and he alone was firm in the Torah at that time, so that he left none that was uncircumcised or that wrought impiety in all the land all the days of his life. Mm-hmm. So he's straight. He was like, this is straight street, and we staying in it. If I gotta do it, all y'all coming and doing this.
Oh, you don't want to be circumcised? Bye.
You go.
You 13. Too bad. Your mama should have did it when you was 8 days old.
Ouch.
So you either gonna do it. You either in or you out. Basically, he's like, you in or you out. You in Torah or you not. Because this land right here, we in Torah. So you in or you out, dude. You're not staying here.
That's powerful.
You're not staying in this land.
If you're going to stay here, you're gonna be at the standard of Torah.
Yes.
Man, this is amazing. And the Most High is bringing us back up to that standard.
Set that standard.
Verse 6. Therefore he shall receive an eternal reward, and he shall be glorified with Elohim beyond many at a later time. For on his account and on account of those who are like him were the honorable glories of which you were told before, created and prepared. These are the bright waters which you have seen.
Yeah, because remember he saw some bright waters and he saw some dark waters. Yeah, he said the bright waters, those are the good kings that y'all had. And
because water brings life,
and cleanses.
But if it's black,
it's dirty. Hey, what was brother's name again?
Which one?
Josiah. What's his real name?
Oh, it is
60.
He is
Yoshiyahu.
Yoshiyahu.
Come on now.
Let me see. Chapter 67. And the black 11th waters which you have seen, this is the calamity which is now befalling Zion. Do you think that there is no anguish in the angels in the presence of El Elohim, that Zion was so delivered up, and that lo, The other nations boast in their
Mhm.
hearts and assemble before their idols and say, she is trodden down, who oft times trod down, and
Mhm.
she has been reduced to servitude that reduced others. Ooh, that's mockery.
Mhm. Yep, he
That's
made them a
taunting.
mockery. All you evil kings made Yah's lands a mockery.
Okay, verse 3. Do you think that in these things El Elyon rejoices, or that his name is glorified? But how will it serve towards his righteous judgment? Yet after these things shall the dispersed among the other nations be taken hold of by tribulation, and in shame shall they dwell in every place.
Mhm.
Verse 6. Because so far as Zion is delivered up and Jerusalem laid waste, shall idols prosper in the cities of the other nations, and the vapor of the smoke of the incense of the righteousness which is by the Torah is extinguished in Zion, and in the region of Zion, in every place. Lo, there is the smoke of impiety. And lo just means like look, like seriously, look, pay
Yes.
attention.
Yes. Mm-mm-mm.
Man. Verse 7. But the king of Babel will arise, who has now destroyed Zion, and he will boast over the people, and he will speak great things in his heart in the presence of El Elyon. But he also shall fall at last. These are the black waters.
So he said, because of your actions, because, like King Yoshiyahu,
Yeah.
trying to get the brother's name back.
Yoshiyahu.
Yoshiyahu, clean this land. Soon as he's gone, y'all act up again, make it dirty. He said, oh, they coming through. Okay. Y'all want to act up? King of Babel coming through. And he over there boasting because, yeah, nobody could get them. We got them. And they're rejoicing. But he said, Elion is not rejoicing. He ain't tripping. Like,
right.
Because he know he ain't good, but he's not rejoicing. You cause them not. You cause the whole land and the whole people to now be laughed at and to be mocked at because you want to act crazy. You want to act like them, and they don't even accept you. They got rid of you because you was a king. They don't want you up there with all the people they carried away captives because they gonna think, oh, there's our king.
Yeah, they
gonna think they got some help. Yes, you gonna be the first one up out of here. Would you think we was gonna spare you?
Thought.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And the war, that's what you go for, the leader.
Absolutely.
You go for the leader.
Take the head out. Yep. And the rest of the body falls.
It falls. Yep.
Man. Chapter 68. And the bright 12th waters which you have seen, this is the word. For after these things, a time will come when your people shall fall into distress, so that they shall run the risk and perish together. Excuse me, so that they shall all run the risk and perish together. Nevertheless, they will be saved, and their enemies will fall in their presence, and they will have in due time much joy. And at that time, after a little interval, Zion will again be built, and its offerings will again be restored, and the priests will return to their ministry, and also the other nations will come to glorify it. Ooh, yes. That sounds good. Verse 6, nevertheless, not fully as in the beginning.
Oh, so he's talking about the return from Babylon. Right. Remember they built the temple over?
Yeah, but it
some
won't
of the
be
people
like
that remembered it because they were small. Because remember, they were only gone 70 years. They was crying like, it's not the same. Not the same. But all the people that, never saw the old one, they were just like, yeah, our temple. And the old men and women were like, that's the same. No, y'all don't understand. This ain't it.
See, that's just like with artists, when we remember when there was that tea in
Yeah.
families. And the kids grow up and they go to one little family dinner.
Yeah.
And they go, look.
Yeah.
And then the other people be like, but it's not
It's
like
not
it was.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
It is. That really is.
7 verse 7, I think. Yeah.
But it will come to pass after these things that there will be the fall of many nations. These are the bright waters which you have seen.
So I think that's a double prophecy.
Which means,
because the fall of many nations didn't come with them returning to Babylon from Babylon.
That's true.
Yeah, that's still kind of
that's still to come.
Yet to come. So yeah, some prophecies
they're
prophecy
overlapping.
for double. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chapter 69. For the last waters which you have seen, which were darker than all that were before them, those which were after the 12th number, which were collected together, belong to the whole world. For El Elyon made division from the beginning, because he alone knows what will befall. Okay. For as to the enormities and the impieties which should be wrought before him, he foresaw 6 kinds of them.
Okay.
And of the good works of the righteous which should be accomplished before him, he foresaw 6 kinds of them, beyond those which he should work to the consummation of the age. On his account, there were not black waters with black, nor bright with bright, for it is the consummation.
Yeah, so he saw through to the end. Consummation is the end, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Yahuwah knows what's going to happen at the end. So that's the last waters.
The ones that he...
After, yeah. That belongs to the whole world. So, the last waters were darker than all that were before them, those which are after the 12th number, which were collected together. Oh, because I guess the world's going to get worse. The world is...
It's going to get worse than this.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's worse.
But
it's worse.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
That is coming.
Because I thought like 5 or 6 years ago, it can't get no worse. But it did. It did.
Yep.
It did. I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be up. It can't get no worse than this. And it did.
Chapter 70. Hear, therefore, the interpretation of the last black waters, which are to come after the black. This is the word. Behold, the days come, and it shall be, when the time of the age has ripened, and the harvest of its evil and good seeds has come, that El Elohim will bring upon the earth and its inhabitants and upon its rulers perturbation of the Ruach and the stupor of heart.
Is perturbation a bad word? I don't
Yes.
know what that is. Okay. It sounds like it's bad.
Me and Bonnie looked it up.
Okay.
A while back.
Else, yeah.
And it's like the torturing, the torment, the ripping apart of the spirit. So
okay. Yeah, sound bad.
Yeah. And they shall hate one another and provoke one another to fight. And the mean shall rule over the honorable. And those of low degree shall be extolled above the famous. And the many shall be delivered into the hands of the few. And those who were nothing shall rule over the strong. And the poor shall have abundance beyond the rich. And the impious shall exalt themselves above the heroic. And the wise shall be silent, and the foolish shall speak. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Neither shall the thought of men be then confirmed, nor the counsel of the mighty, nor shall the hope of those who hope be confirmed. So it's like the right is wrong, the wrong is right.
Yes.
We build up and make the stupid look like they're smart.
Yeah.
Oh, yay, you
Yeah.
said a good thing. But we
Yeah.
know you dumb.
Yeah, because you didn't say nothing.
Right.
Yeah. And there at least little people becoming rich. Like now we got like these what they call them, internet.
Oh, the internet influencers.
The internet
the
influencers.
Social media influencers.
Yeah, we got famous people like the Kardashians that don't do jack. What the?
That's exactly
y'all made
what
them
about.
famous. Yep.
That's exactly
all
what
these people like that get on these little crazy shows. All of a sudden they famous for nothing.
And people that actually have wisdom and knowledge and good hearts, they just look at them and
yes, yeah. We ain't trying to hear y'all.
We ain't trying to hear y'all. Yeah. Or they make fun of them.
Ain't no fighting on your stream.
That part.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Yeah.
That part right there.
We're not looking at that.
That's boring.
And y'all got clothes on.
It's true. I'm sorry. That's real.
That's real.
They will sit up and watch somebody on a cooking show that got on a bathing suit, then watch a real chef.
Yeah.
Cook.
That know what they know how to cook. Yeah.
Man. Verse 6. And when those things which were predicted have come to pass, then shall confusion fall upon all men, and some of them shall fall in battle, and some of them shall perish in anguish, and some of them shall be destroyed by their own.
That's who's turning against us. It's our own.
It is.
That our biggest fight is with our own, not with people who don't know us, because they don't even know we're here.
No.
It's with our own.
It's with our own folks.
Okay, Brother Morgan, who will be silent. We came with you today.
Verse 8. Wait, no.
7.
7. Then El Elyon will reveal those peoples whom he has prepared before. And they shall come and make war with the leaders that shall then be left. And it shall come to pass that whosoever gets safe out of the war shall die in the earthquake. And whosoever gets safe out of the earthquake shall be burned by the fire. And whosoever gets safe out of the fire shall be destroyed by famine. There's these progressive things that they've been putting people through. And actually people have been dying.
Yes. The world's going through this all this
right
now. Oh, you want to mess with us. Okay. You're not going to get away. You're not going to get away. And truth be told, that's why a lot of these nations is trying to really, really keep us out of Africa so they can go in, because ain't too much going on in Africa.
Nothing's going on.
They know
considering
that's
what's
the
everywhere, where else things going on.
They're trying to run because all this stuff is happening in their land. They can't stop it. Their land is actually what do we call third world countries. Yeah. Their land has actually become third world countries, poor, but they put on this face for us. But they're actually poor because they have none, because Yahuwah is striking all this stuff against them. Yeah. And so they're the ones fleeing to our land, so they need to make sure we don't go there. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. They know where the safe haven is. But y'all gonna have to leave.
That part.
You got to go.
That part.
And he's sending us to do it. Come now.
She said they sending us to do it.
He said, then Elihan will reveal those people whom he has prepared, and they shall come and make war with the leaders that shall be left. Mess with us if you want to.
Keep on.
One of us.
Keep on poking the bear.
Take out 10,000 of y'all.
Keep on poking the bear. Keep on poking the bear.
What you need to do is you better get on our side.
That's what you will want to do.
You will want to be engrafted in quick.
Truly. Those who bless Israel shall be
Yes,
blessed.
that's been.
Those who curse Israel shall be cursed.
Didn't he tell
It's a real
Father
thing.
Abraham that?
Yes, he did.
Today.
Yes, he did. It's a
covenant.
promise.
Yep. It's a covenant promise.
Yep.
I'll mess with you, me, if you want to. Look all up in your statues. Like I said, I'm drinking a smoothie. I ain't got time for y'all. Because when it go down, it's going down.
It's going down in the town. Whoop, like
sorry, y'all. It's going down just like that.
All right. Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever of the victors and the vanquished gets safe out of the escapes, all these things aforesaid will be delivered into the hands of my servant Mashiach. For all the earth shall devour its inhabitants. Mm-hmm. I think that's literal.
Oh, yeah.
All the earth shall devour its inhabitants.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mess with Mashiach if you want to.
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to like be crazy, but seriously,
come on.
Mess with him if you want to.
Come on.
Mess with him if you want to. Think he ain't never coming back, or think it's a joke, or think it's a fairy tale, or think whatever you want to think. Think he never rejected his Hebrew people. Think whatever you want to think. Like I said, Yahuwah is unmoved. Mashiach is unmoved. He just waiting for us.
That's exactly
3 more weeks. Let them talk. They got 3 more weeks.
Yes. Chapter 71. And the Holy Land shall have mercy on its own, and it shall protect its inhabitants at that time. This is the vision which you have seen, and this is the interpretation. For I have come to tell you these things because your prayer has been heard with El Elyon.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
See, we was teasing old Uncle Baruk about asking all them questions. Thank you, Grandpa.
I'm glad you asked all those questions, sir.
Because now you may not understand it fully, but we get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just want to thank you.
Appreciate you.
For writing it all down. Because you probably was like, huh, what
is all this? Why?
I get this, but what's this?
That's good. Mm-hmm. He was definitely, he's definitely one of those why children.
Yes.
You know, why?
Yeah.
Well, why? Well, why? And why?
Why?
Oh, we appreciate your why, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, chapter 72. Hear now also regarding the bright lightning which is to come at the consummation after these black waters. This is the word. After the signs have come, of which you were told before, when the nations become turbulent and the time of my Mashiach is come, he shall both summon all the nations, and some of them he shall spare, and some of them he shall slay. That's
going to be interesting. The judgment of the nations, because you know how now they tell us any old thing, these people for you, these people against you.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be very surprised. Well, we're going to be kind of surprised because right now we see where they have lied on so many people, like, you know, Hitler and Gaddafi, and we're going to be very like, whoa. You know, I kind of know they lied, but I think we're going to have a couple of surprises, like, they was for you all the time. It's like, yeah, they was lying on them.
I agree.
They was really for y'all. That's why they was lying on them. They was really protecting y'all.
That's just like these award ceremonies. People be expecting one person to win, and then this other person win, and you see the look on all the faces like, he won, she won. It's gonna be the same thing during judgment time. He getting in?
Yeah.
She going?
Yeah.
He was for us? Yep.
And we probably gonna, when did he clothe us? And you gonna be dun 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 dun.
He gonna have receipts. All right. Verse 3. These things therefore shall come upon the nations which are to be spared by him. Every nation which knows not Israel and has not trodden down the seed of Jacob shall indeed be spared. Awesome.
So it's some nations that And we don't even really fully know who they are.
No, we don't.
We just don't. Right now, it looks like Russia could be one of them.
Yes.
Well, under the current leader.
Yes.
But we just don't really know. But there's some nations out there that's like, we ain't touching them.
Right.
We ain't touching y'all people. Bye. Go and do what y'all do.
Yeah.
Just like when Abraham, Isaac, Jacob's little 12 sons, and some of them kings, it's been, come with us, we gonna fight Jacob. And some of them kings like, I ain't going.
That's true.
Y'all go if you want to. I ain't messing with
them.
I ain't messing with Jacob's boys.
Right.
Don't even say my name. Leave me out of this. I know.
That's just like those when everybody had large families back in the 50s and 60s, in early 70s. And some families became notorious.
Yes.
And you was like, you ain't messing with the Bernsteins. Yeah. You ain't messing with the Fords.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just shooting up names.
Yeah.
You ain't messing with these kids. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't.
Don't mess with Jacob's boys.
Don't mess with Jacob's
Israel's
boys.
Kids. Okay, verse 5. This because some out of every nation, all right. This because some out of every nation shall be subjected to your people. But all those who have ruled over you or who have known you shall be given up to the sword. Everybody that has ruled over you,
yes,
or has known you, those who know who we really are going to be dealt with.
Yep, and did all these things to you. They're going to be dealt with. So don't even worry about it. You come kick it with me with the smoothie. Little thing gonna be all right.
I love it.
They are. I don't need you to do it right now. You just sit down. I'm gonna tell you when to move, when not to move. Yeah. But I'm gonna need you to sit down. Yeah. Let's go get handled.
Yeah. This is good. Chapter 73. And it shall come to pass when he has brought low everything that is in the world and has sat down in peace for the age on the throne of his kingdom, that shall then be revealed and rest shall appear. And then healing shall descend in dew, and disease shall withdraw, and anxiety and anguish and lamentation pass from amongst men, and gladness proceed through the whole earth. And no one shall again die untimely, nor shall any adversity suddenly befall.
Yes, just
perfect. And judgments and revilings and contentions and revenges and blood and passions and envy and hatred and whatsoever things are like these shall go into condemnation when they are removed. Everything has a name.
Yep.
And everything has a name. Everything has a life.
Yep.
And that life will spend its eternity wherever Yah chooses to put it.
Because we read all them judgments. It's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Man.
Verse 5. For it is these very things which have filled this world with evils, and on account of these, the life of man has been greatly troubled. And wild beasts shall come from the forest and minister unto men, and asps, those are snakes, and dragons shall come forth from their holes to submit themselves to a little child. And women shall no longer then have pain when they bear. Hallelujah. Glory. Thank you. Nor shall they suffer torment when they yield the fruit of the womb. No more labor pains.
None.
You're just going to have a baby and just be happy.
Yeah, and I don't remember if any of you remember when Miriam had Mashiach.
Yeah.
He was just there.
Yeah, she just had him.
All of a sudden, the baby was just there. No pain. No, it
That
just
part.
was. Oh, okay. That's how it was supposed. Original
That's
intent.
how it was supposed to be.
That's the original intent.
Let's get back to
You
the
get
original
pregnant, but
intent.
original intent is no pain. You just the baby just there.
Hallelujah.
It wasn't. You were supposed to be fruitful and multiply, but it wasn't supposed to hurt.
Now I know this video is probably gonna keep for however long until Mashiach turns. But if that's the way it's gonna be, I wouldn't mind having some more kids.
Okay,
I promise. I wouldn't.
They
if
just
you ain't
there?
have to, if it no pain and they just there,
Mm-mm.
sign me up.
Mm.
I would, yes.
But the animals too. Look, back to original intent. The
they're
animals.
talking to, they're ministering to
Yes.
men.
Yes.
They're changing.
They ain't trying to eat you for dinner.
I'm sorry for laughing.
The snake ain't worried about you because the snakes is mad.
Yeah.
We got to do all this. Even though it's their fault, y'all the one,
Yeah.
Agreed to be used.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Our time.
It's okay. We have a few.
Yeah.
74. Oh, chapter 74. And it shall come to pass in those days that the reapers shall not grow weary, nor those that build be toil worn. For the works shall of themselves speedily advance together with those who do them in much tranquility. So folks gonna be able to build houses,
and the house gonna help you build it.
Yeah.
The house is gonna help you build the house.
Yeah. And the farming is gonna help you farm it.
Yes. Because remember, every creation is alive.
Yes.
You ain't gonna be out there like, oh, I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy doing what
you're gonna enjoy doing what you do.
Yep.
You're gonna enjoy
gonna
working.
Help you out.
And the land is gonna help you out. Oh, that's so nice.
Because right now it fights against us.
Oh, it's kicking against us for real.
Like, I don't like y'all.
For real. That's for real. I don't like y'all for real.
What y'all did to us. Weeds.
See? For that time is the consummation of that which is corruptible, and the beginning of that which is not corruptible. Therefore, things which were predicted shall belong to it. Therefore, it is far away from evils and near to those things which die not. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's almost like the same thing. So it is far away from evil. Like the land is no longer moaning like, oh, I wish I was back. And it don't like the earth was mad at Cain.
Right. I remember that.
Like, dude, no, dude, no, I ain't your boy.
Right.
I'm not burying him for you.
Yeah.
And like the whole creation has been groaning. And so it says it's not going to be evil against us, nor near to those things which die not.
Awesome.
So it's thinking like now, oh, I'm back to my eternal state.
That's so good.
I'm back to how I'm originally made. We cool now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, verse 4. This is the bright lightning which came after the last dark waters. Chapter 75. And I answered and said, who can understand, O Yahuwah, your goodness? For it is incomprehensible. Or who can search into your compassions, which are infinite? Or who can comprehend your intelligence? Or who is able to recount the thoughts of your mind? Or who of those who are born can hope to come to those things unless he is one to whom you are merciful and gracious? Mm-hmm. Because if assuredly you did not have compassion on man, those who are under your right hand, they could not come to those things, but those who are in the numbers named but those things who are in the numbers named can be called.
Yeah, those were the numbers. Oh, because remember each one of us, remember when Baruk was asking um, what's going to happen to the righteous, and what's going to why can we do this now, or something said, and Yahuwah says, no, I know the names of those, and they are numbered of everybody that's going to come to me.
That's
so
right.
This is not going to be over until all these are gathered to me.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of the way he's answering that question right now. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yes. But if indeed we who exist know wherefore we have come and submit ourselves to him who brought us out of Egypt, we shall come again and remember those things which have passed and shall rejoice regarding that which has been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has been. Like we cool. Hey, it's like when they got out of Egypt, wasn't nobody crying. Well, some people was acting a fool, but most people, you go back to the cucumbers and leeks if you want to. I'm here in the desert. Y'all do what y'all want.
I'm cool. I
ain't
free.
Going back.
Over here, I'm free. And I got Yahuwah.
I ain't going back. I will eat a prickly
pear. You can have it.
Going
you
back
can have
to
your leeks and your stuff. I'm free over here. That's bondage.
Yeah.
I'm free.
Yeah. I ain't going back. Bye.
I don't want it.
See ya.
Let's see. Verse 8. But if now we know not wherefore we have come, and recognize not the principate of him who brought us up out of Egypt, we shall come again and seek after those things which have been now, and be grieved with pain because of those things which have befallen.
If we don't remember our history, we're going to repeat it. What did we do? Not remember.
Exactly.
And what did we do?
That's exactly
repeat
what
it.
we did. That's exactly what we did.
That's the prophecy again. And there you go. Back into Egypt. Y'all done acted a fool. Back, into bondage. I'm telling you, don't play with Yahuwah.
Don't play with him.
He ain't playing with you. And this is his chosen people
that he is speaking to. Yes.
So if he ain't playing with us, you know he ain't playing with nobody else.
He playing with nobody.
Hey, don't play with me. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Stay in covenant.
Please stay in covenant. Don't do this. Stay in covenant.
Yeah.
Stay in Torah. Remain in Torah. Let's see. Chapter 76. And he answered and said unto me, inasmuch as the revelation of this vision has been interpreted to you as you besought, hear the word of El Elyon, that you may know what is to befall you after these things. For you shall surely depart from this earth, nevertheless not unto death, but you shall be preserved unto the consummation of the times.
So he's telling bro, but before all this stuff happened, you ain't gonna be here for the whole thing. Because remember, Baruk was so worried, what's going to happen to the righteous? What's going to happen? Basically, he probably said, what's going to happen to me?
That's basically what he was.
What's going to happen to me?
Yeah. Yep.
You're going to be all right.
Verse 3. Go up, therefore, to the top of that mountain, and there shall pass before you all the regions of that land, and the figure of the inhabited world, and the tops of the mountains, and the depths of the valleys, and the depths of the seas, and the number of the rivers, that you may see what you are leaving and whither you are going. Now this shall befall after 40 days. Go now, therefore, during these days, and instruct the people so far as you are able, that they may learn so as not to die at the last time, but may learn in order that they may live at the last time.
He said, go up there. I'm going to show you, then come back, tell the people, because they got 40 days. You got 40 days. And I'm coming through with the king of Babel. And sorry.
Oh my
And I wonder if this also has, because with Yah, 40 days is every day is 1,000 years. I wonder if we did calculations we end up, because I don't know, really, we don't really know what year this is.
Right.
If we really did calculations,
Right.
would it end up with the carrying away of us again into Egypt?
Wow.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't
surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, because he's fit to show him just about everything, the depths of the valleys, the number that you may see what you are leaving and whether you are going.
But that makes sense what you said, because it says that they may learn as not to die at the last time.
Yep.
But may learn in order that they may live at the last times.
Yep. See, y'all. See, Yahuwah has given us so much information that they have just snatched from us. Because imagine knowing this the whole time.
There would be no anxiety.
None.
Because we would be able to pass this down to our kids. This is what's going on, but you don't have to stress out because we know this and this matches together, and this is what's about to happen.
Yep. Demons would have less control, less hold over us.
Yeah.
Because we would know it from the beginning.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a fairy tale. Pass it off as a fairy tale.
Yeah. But I'm grateful that he's as we receive it, he's giving it. He's allowing it to surface to the top, that we can just grab a hold of it and take it and do this. We can do story time and get this word out here.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Yes.
Up is 7:00.
Yes, we hope you all enjoy. I hear you, Brother Morgan. No more pain.
No more pain.
None.
Hallelujah.
We're going to be just skipping around.
And happy to be working and doing stuff, building stuff, farming
land
stuff.
Just imagine the land liking you.
That sounds amazing. Animals liking you.
Yeah. The ones that's now trying to eat you up.
Or beat you up.
Or,
Have you seen them elks? They be like jumping up on their hind legs and knocking people out. Or them kangaroos be going up and putting people's dogs in headlocks and kicking people in the chest.
Them kangaroos will box you.
We won't have
Possums too. Possums will fight you. Don't go head to head with no possum. Don't do it.
We ain't got to be scared no more.
We
won't have to be scared no more. They won't come at us.
They will come at you. You see a raccoon, especially if there's a couple of them in your garbage, let them eat.
I've been camping before.
Don't mess up the yard. I'll sweep it up later.
I'll be out tomorrow. When you go.
Get what you want.
No joke. They are no joke.
No joke. And they're going to be our friend.
They're going to be our friend. It said that the beast would minister to men.
Because remember, they used to talk to us. We used to be
conversation.
We used to be homies. And all them Dr. Doolittle things, we used to think that stole it from our word.
That's real.
Stole it from the word.
Everything that we see
hidden in plain sight.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, all right.
Okay, people. So we will see you tomorrow at 6.
Yes.
Shalom.
Love y'all. Shalom.